I started the teachings about a year ago, and at that time I really felt I wanted to understand spirituality better and also managing my energy. So a lot of times I felt a lot of energy around me, but I was not sure how to manage it, or if I would go to places. I remember going to workplaces where different energies were, and I just felt often overwhelmed or didn't know what to do with that energy. So I remember talking to Vanessa about that, and Vanessa at the time showed me how to protect my own energy, and I felt that grounding of the energy, and I felt really supported by that. And then I signed up for the wisdom teachings and went through all the teachings, and I really found it incredible to learn about the teaching, because the teaching, there's a recording of the teaching where it's really described, and then you go through the meditation and really go through it and feel the shift of it. And often I would do it in the morning, just when waking up, and when I was still sort of in a meditative state, and then going through the teachings. It's just an incredible experience. So the one that spoke most to me is clearing mental chaos. It was a really beautiful experience where there's a meditation where it felt sort of thoughts that no longer were serving me were coming up in the meditation and sort of going down into my heart for clearing. And it felt incredible, and I still use that whenever I feel overwhelmed or there's a lot of things going on or I have to make decisions. I really use that meditation to really calm, and I really feel the shift mentally. And another one that really speaks to me is the grounding, and there is and it's about a 45-minute meditation. But after doing it for a while, you can really connect with the meditation, and you can even go into it within minutes, where you sort of connect with that space and really ground yourself. And it's really helpful in day-to-day life as we are busy doing things, and that you can ground yourself in a few minutes. That's absolutely incredible. Yeah, so before I felt ungrounded. So if things would happen in my life, or if people would say things, or I was in situations, I would really feel the shift, and I would feel maybe anxiety or not at ease, and it was hard for me to sort of get out of it. I would really get caught up into it. But by using the grounding technique, I can just, like on a daily basis, when things are coming at me, let's say it's work or it's relationship, I can really just take it for what it is. Like I don't have to go into the anxiety or the panic, or by feeling grounded, I can just go through my day and just take things for what it is. So it really has shifted my perspective on things. Yeah, so before it was I often felt overwhelmed, or other people's emotions. So when I would be engaged with people that were maybe processing or dealing with things, and I would really absorb their energy. So I would have a conversation with somebody, and all of a sudden I was overwhelmed with sadness, and I didn't know where it was coming from, and I was like really taking that in. And then the rest of the day I was like, why am I feeling so sad? And now when I have a conversation with somebody, I can recognize and respect their sadness, or that they're going through things, but I don't have to carry that with me. I would say if you're at a point where you want to learn more about spirituality, or you really want to understand yourself as not just a human being where we are here, but understand all of you, I think the wisdom teachings really helps you to guide through it, and sort of step by step, and really feel things and understand things, and make that spiritual connection. I think the wisdom teachings are really good for sort of a guidebook, like it's a tool to help you to explore those things, or maybe you have experienced many things or you've seen things, and this really helps it to put it in perspective and also experience new things, and it really is a structured way to sort of understand a little bit more about the unknown. Well, what I during the generational healing, I really what I noticed is the connection with the things that I was experiencing with the what came up out of the generational healing. So I really felt a connection, and I felt really heard or felt with my own emotions that I was feeling. I would describe it as a very loving experience, and sort of an energetic flow that goes through you, where you experience release and a lot of love and kindness. I find it a very profound experience. I was surprised about even the person I connected with, because so I did it a few times. So sometimes it was like 5 or 7 generations ago. So people that I was not aware of. I remember one was part of a twin, which I thought was very interesting, because I didn't know that lineage of my dad's side also had twins. So I thought it was really beautiful. Yeah, it was a relationship I had between my twin brother, and growing up, where I sort of was always a little bit behind the scenes, and my brother was always sort of like the person sort of that I was following, or sort of in front, and really, I guess, sort of like recognizing my own power and standing in my own power. I think right after you feel very joyful, and it feels sort of like a release, and yeah, sort of like a connection that you're not alone, and your family lineage is there, and that there's just more. What I enjoyed most about generational healing and working with Vanessa is really, Vanessa's really holding space. Vanessa was really holding space for me, and really understanding and talking through the experience, and with a lot of kindness and understanding. And I felt really heard by Vanessa. I would say that to somebody that hasn't received generational healing, it's a really nice experience to go through, and really that trauma that you're holding on and you don't know what to do with that trauma, sort of going through generational healing, where you really feel being heard and really feel being released.